Hi guys, today I want to show you how to do scrolls on regular paper. I'm going to be using acrylic water-based paints. I just want to show you the technique, how to hold the brush, and what you can create. Now these are just a few of the brushes that I have. Now they all do different thicknesses. When I'm using the smaller brushes, it's for my nail art. I'm using the bigger ones, it's for general crafting, furniture, walls, anything that you want to decorate. I use the bigger brushes. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you to some of the paints. This is regular crafting paint. And when you're using this on, let's say, walls, paper, anything that's porous, it tends not to float as well. So I usually add a flow medium. It's a clear liquid that's like a gel, and it takes the paint and makes it float on the surface without it sucking into your surface. And if you know and you've seen my work before, I like to use for my lines on nails and stuff, I like to use whatever brand of airbrush paint. You get wonderful pigment, it's lightweight, it flows really nice. So to get started, I'm going to just show you how I do some scrolls. Now it's important to make sure that your brushes are completely saturated with the paint, that it's not thick in consistency, that it's flowing. So here you could see I just poured in some of that, my black Liquitex, Createx, whatever, airbrush paint, and it is watery. I'm wetting my brush first. This is from Plaid, One Stroke by Donna Dewberry. It's a liner. So what I want you to understand when you're doing any type of scroll work, you hold the brush straight up. Don't hold it on the side, to the side. You hold it straight up, and you're going to come in with a light touch to the paper or the nail, and you're gently going to touch, you're going to drag, and when you want your lines to get thicker, you push down on the brush and you start lifting as you ease off the pressure. Okay, you can see how that works. Now I'm just going to add on some more scrolls to this. I'm going to put light pressure, start pushing on the brush, pushing it down, fanning it open. You could get different sizes of scrolls just by how you push on it. Okay. You can come back here and you can pick up where we left off. We can continue to make little scrolls. Now, a lot of my ideas, I'll tend to go online, look for random ideas of scrolls and whatever. So if you're thinking you're not creative, you don't have any ideas, just go online. There's so much online that you can pick up ideas from. I tend to look at everything. Oops, sorry. I tend to look at everything as a design, basically. So let's say you want to create little spirals. Push, swirl, twirl. I think I'm going to put a little medium in mine because my brush is drying out a little bit. Not that it needs it, but because I'm trying to get as much as I can in here, as much as I can. I'm not going as slow as I normally would. Let me see, let me back it up instead of in. So, it's like I said, touch, press it, start to lift, come off. Touch it, press it, make your bristles open up, and then start lifting it. Touch, press it, and lift. Now all these techniques that I'm showing you can be applied to any nail design or any home decor if you're looking to make some fun designs in your home. This could be used anywhere in your decorating. So you can see now I have my laptop open so I can look up some designs. So I'm just gonna look and see what they have of interest here that I could draw for you. So there's a design here that kind of starts like this. Now basically what I want you to do is just to practice. So that way when you go to recreate this, you can recreate this and not mess it up. Now if you were to be doing this on a wall, you can always come back and wipe that off with a damp cloth or whatever you need. Alright, so I'm going like that. This is just like I said, practicing. The important thing is how you hold it, how you load your brush. And you can see it's touching lightly. You press, make the brush wide, start to lift off, and come off. So if you want to make a little rose, like a common rose, you would come in, you would do a little touch, a little comma, pressing in the middle, coming to the outside, pressing, pressing, touch, pressing, coming around, and touching, pressing, opening up the bristles, making them work for you. Let them do all the hard work. So that's kind of a little flower there. Little stem, push. I want to make the little leaves. You can make a little line. Take your brush, push, press, push, press, and lift. You don't have to go out there and be buying a bunch of stencils and products to create your own designs. You can see. Okay, so now I just showed you with the liner brush what you can do, and as you can see, this is my liner. See it next to my hand. It's long, it's thin. You do have to load it with enough product so it does flow. Now I'm going to show you a different size brush and how with a bigger brush you can get a lot of the same exact results, except with a bigger brush. Now I'm just going to use a regular acrylic. I'm going to use this because why not make it fun on the board. I am adding a little flow medium to it. Here's the flow medium. As you can see, it's perfectly clear. And here's my paint. So all you do is you blend them together. And you do load your brush. You can see my brush is nice and loaded, and then when I'm taking it off, making sure I keep my chiseled edge. Alright, so let's just practice some lines again. Here again, we're just touching, we're pressing. You see how I open those bristles? And I'm rotating off the tip. Touching, pressing, opening up those bristles. It's very crucial that you open them up. Pushing, opening, and coming off. Pushing, lifting, coming to the point. That one didn't come out so well. It doesn't come out well for you. You can just go right back and lift. Okay. Now let's see if just practice some more. Push, pressing, lifting. Pushing, pressing, lifting. Pushing, pressing, and lifting. Now I'm going to make a little circle. Let me put a little bit more medium in there. As you can see, it's not so easy to get good ends when your brush is getting dry on a porous surface. So let's go back again. No mistakes are made here. Just go back over it again, push, and lift off. I'm not very happy with that brush, so I'm getting rid of it. And this is how I find what brushes work or don't work. I actually have a lot of brushes and I've actually used all of them. And I have even more brushes. And I have more somewhere else. And these are the things you can create. This is just an old tin can. I don't know what it was used for. I painted it black and I came back with like a brush like this and created my one stroke on it. Alright, I'm going to try a little one. Now I am using Sable brushes. These are not expensive at all, but you just buy whatever and you try it. This one seems to be working a little bit better for me, as you could see. I just want you to get into the habit of practicing your strokes. And it's always nice to practice with the big brushes if you're a beginner. Understand how to manipulate the lines so that way when you go back in and you start working on regular nails that you'll be doing, you'll be able to recreate anything you've done in big but small. I'm trying not to get my hand in the way, I'm sorry, but I hope you're catching that. Now let's see. I'm here just looking on the computer for something fun to recreate. Let me just, let's see if you see here. When I do a nail design, I like to come in, touch lightly, push, lift, drag, come along, make like an S, and I like to come in again and I touch, push, drag and lift, touch, push, drag and lift. Come over here, touch, push, drag and lift. I might be repeating myself a lot, but a lot of people who don't know how to do this, they don't follow the steps and then they can't produce what they're trying to get. So that's a cute little design. Something that I would probably wear on my own nails. So let's go back to making some circles. Oops. Sorry, let me see if I can make it go back more. I'm sorry. It's the only way I can get it in here. Let me try that one again so you can see. Coming in, lightly touching. I'm not moving my whole arm, as you could see. I'm only moving my fingers. You don't want to use the whole arm, then you won't have any control. This is for when you're trying to practice your strokes. You can see I'm only removing my fingers in a circular motion. So let's try these bigger strokes, but with the smaller brush, and you'll see how that looks. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make a couple of these strokes, and then I'm going to switch over to a different size brush and show you that you'll get the exact same results with a bigger, smaller, whatever size brush you have. You do have to concentrate on your touching. Always concentrate and you'll do fine. Now where I keep my brushes and clean them is in this container. It's a pretty nifty tool. You can see in there you have the water, you got these ridges to help clean your brushes, and then you have these different size holes that actually hold your brushes for you. It's what I always keep around. Now I'm going to use a little baby brush. This is Royal, and it's from my local craft store. Now I'm going to show you with this baby brush that you can do the exact same strokes that I did here with the big brush, medium, and now the small. So it's touch, press, and lift. It's very small, so oops. So it's again touch, press, and lift. And you can see my nail next to it, just as a guide, just so you could see the size of my nail. Touch, press, and lift. So like I was saying, I would like for you, those that are interested in doing nail art or just learning the basic strokes, that the brush strokes are all the same. The only thing that matters is the size of the brush. You can make it small, big, whatever you like. Alright, now I'm going to go back to my striper brush. And I'm going to show you how to create some animal prints. I'm going to be using this Royal brush. I get it from my local craft store. I think I'll go back to my black for now. Now for creating animal print, it's very, very simple. You don't need any patterns or anything. Basically just go online and just look at what is out there. So You're gonna, again, you're gonna touch, press, and lift. Let me bring that back so you could see better. I'm going to touch, press, drag, and lift. Very simple. Now my brush is, I'm using my airbrush paints. It works better on slick surfaces for these examples that I'm showing you. I'm sorry, it's my brush is kind of drying out there. As you can see, that's how you would create this design, this animal print. And you can come in here and just draw some filler lines to make it look pretty. I'm going to get some more patterns for you. Like I said, going into your computer and looking for designs is the best way for you to learn. Alright, so here is another print. By the way that you push, press, and lift, you get, with one brush, you'll get a lot of texture. Now I'm going to just throw a little bit of brown in there. I'm leaving the black in there in my brush, so my brown isn't too light. And this would be another animal print. These designs, these patterns would be amazing on lampshades, furniture, trims of a mirror. You can take canvas sneakers and design them with all kinds of animal prints. I'm going to show you how you can make a giraffe. I'm going to get some more brown. This time it's going to be just straight up brown. Now giraffe is, I probably should be using another brush, but I'm just going to keep it like this for right now. This one will need flow medium. Just working the flow medium into my brush off the camera. and it's like a little puzzle. Now remember, I'm showing you these techniques just so you could see that the way you hold the brush. Showing you how it is that I use my paints. Giving you ideas on what you can do with whatever you learned today. Now, if you don't want to keep using paper, you can always use an acetate, a piece of glass, something that you can wipe off with a damp cloth. You can take and, like I always say, take an acetate, go over a design that you like in your house, magazine, wherever you find a nice design. Let's say I wanted to practice these strokes. What I would do is I'll put the acetate over and I would come and practice it over and over and over, and when I was done I would merely just wipe off the surface with a towel, wet towel, and start again. So you could see here, this is a giraffe. Can you imagine using this in combination with the rest of these? Now let's see. I've just washed my brush and I'm gonna look for other animal prints. Just give me a second, I'll be right back. I'm going to show you how to make a zebra. And basically you start out with, and your lines don't have to be perfect, that's the best part. Again, like I said, this is so I can show you how to use the brush and how to practice using your brushes. Now, I am not an artist in any way, shape, or form. You can trust me on that one. But this isn't really being an artist, just drawing random lines like this. And I sure as heck don't know much about the animal world. So if you see, this is let's see, like a zebra design. And you'll see this a lot in prints as well, on rugs. On fabrics, wall hangings. I'm actually sitting here just looking on the computer because I Like I said, I'm not an artist and I'm not into animals of the wild, but I do like to incorporate them in some of my designs. So you don't have to be a master artist. Just have fun. You could make these lines. Anyone could do this. Trust me, I don't know how to draw. I pretend. And I think I get away with it okay for the time being. But it's not very difficult just to draw squiggly lines. And if your hands are shaky, then you got it made. So you could see how that's coming along. Mother Nature isn't making symmetrical, perfect lines on animals. So don't be afraid to go out there and do this on just about anything. Like I said, I suck at these things, but practice, curiosity, how nature, the patterns in nature. That's not too bad, I don't think. And if you were to do that design on a nail with a white background or some pillows, some molding, you can use these designs. Let's say you have a mirror, pretty mirror, you have a frame of a mirror. You can take and quarter them off, do random lines, do pretty colors in each one. Let's say you want to do one animal print like this here. Of course I'm doing it all in black and white, but you would use whatever fun colors you have. Let's say you want to do tiger. Just go online and look up pretty samples, and you can come in and create different designs in all of these. You could do this for jewelry. If you have an ugly piece of jewelry, you can paint it over. If you have say you have a lampshade, it's dull, it's boring, or it's just an ugly color that you don't like, come in and recreate animal prints on it. Make it personalized, make it fun. Why not? If you want, you could stick a boa at the end of your lamp. Pretty colors. Have your lamp. That's cute. So I think I've basically explained how to manipulate your brushes, how to load them, how to play with them, how to create scrolls and some designs. So I hope that it helps you, that you practice and you become successful at it. And if you're a nail technician, I hope that, or a technician in the making, that these brush strokes or ideas have helped you in some way, where you'll be able to go out there and start adding this to your services for your clients and making more revenue for your pocket to take home. I could keep going on all day. I'm sorry. When you like something, you just go at it. Alright, I'll stop for now. So let me just quickly review. You could use any size brush you want. Start learning how to use it with the big brushes first and work your way down to the baby brushes. Alright, you can go from these sizes down to, like I said, the baby brushes. Just practice, 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 practice how to move your hand, how to control the brush, and how to mix your colors to make sure you get the right flow. If you're doing something porous, I said before, a flow medium. I like these for nail art. These are just regular acrylic inexpensive paints. When you see them on sale, just pick them up. And I find personally that with the, unfortunately for me, because I did invest a lot of money, I have a lot of paint that I have purchased from Aline. I don't know if this one is it, but they tend to, not Aline, I'm sorry, Aline, I'm so sorry, not you, Folk Art. I have purchased a lot of Folk Art paint, and I'll show you. Let's see if this one did it. Yeah, here you can see. This is my Folk Art. I love Folk Art, please. I love Folk Art, but I just can't keep investing money. It just clumps up. You could see here. It clumps up on me. I don't know if you can look in there, but I can't use this. I'll squeeze some out on the dish. You'll see what I mean. I love it. It's fantastic. I use it, but it's not a paint that will sit on a shelf for a long period. Let's see if you can appreciate what I'm talking about. You see that? Look at this. Look at that. It's clumpy. It's yuccas. I love it though. If you're not going to be storing it, it's the best paint on earth. But for myself, I don't use a lot of paint for my nail techniques. So I find that just using the less expensive paints literally and actually do work better. As you could see, again, how clumpy this one is. And then the liquid separates from it. Now if anybody has a solution that can help me with it, I'd appreciate it, but for right now I can only use it if I'm going to use it instantly. And I use one of these, let me see if you can see the name. Oops, this is not easy. I use a scrapbook case to hold all my paints in. They fit really nice. They snap together. They're all kind of messed up right now, but usually I keep them all neatly organized and straight, but since I've been taking paint out, they've all gotten messed up. And you could layer on them row on top of row. You can get 2 rows high, keep your things organized. And again, like I said, if you're going to be using the paints for home decorating, the Aleene's, not Aleene's, I'm sorry, Aleene. Aleene is the one who uses, not Aleene, Donna Dewberry, forgive me. Aleene is totally different. Aleene is glues. Sorry. If you're going to be using the folk art, they're great for one-stroke painting and stuff like that. And painting furniture, everything. But if you're going to be using it in little portions like I do, then it's not going to last you a long time. Okay, I've gone on long enough. I hope that I've given you some hints and tips and ideas and a little bit of information on what I do. And trust me, like I said before, I'm not a painter, I'm a doodler, and I get away with it. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this, let me know. Share it with your friends, subscribe, leave comments, and if you like, rate my videos. Thank you.